What's going on, guys? It's John Cole here with Kyle Fletcher from Sudbury MMA.
What's up?
And we're here to talk about, last weekend, because it was pretty darn epic.
Oh,
and
yeah.
of course, what's going on this week at Sudbury MMA, guys. So Kyle, this as you know, we had a New York City trip planned with Team Renzo Gracie Ottawa.
Yeah.
We left on Wednesday, and basically, we brought the kids up to train in Ottawa to experience, the training in the kids class there with Sensei Hammer and Sensei Cameron. You've been up there. What did you think of the training up in Ottawa?
Ottawa's next level, man. Like, those guys, that's all they do. They eat, train, sleep, man. They wake up. It's another day at the training. For the kids to be going there that young and being exposed like that is amazing. Like, I wish I had that experience when I was like 7, 6.
No doubt, man. I remember, back when we first started, it was a huge deal for us adults to go to Ottawa. Now we got like 6, 7, and 8-year-olds training at the main academy. So I mean, guys, I'm gonna put the warning out there. I'm gonna be very honest. Give it about 10 more years, and we're gonna have some beasts here in Sudbury training.
These kids are gonna be way better.
They're gonna be like
next level.
They're gonna be like 16 years old guys with about 12 years of experience of jiu-jitsu. So it's gonna be fantastic. Can't wait to see the destruction that will happen at that point, guys.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, so we went to Ottawa first. We stopped there, and so after the training was done, we basically went back to the hotel. And we left at 4:30 in the morning. Thank God you were not with us, because
I would have slept right through.
I would have lost my mind.
I don't get up.
I would have lost my mind.
There would have been a mess everywhere. I just would have woke up naked, just not know what I'm doing.
For the guys that are on the bus, and you heard Sensei Hammer talk about the meatheads that are 20 years old. This is the guy right here, guys. This is the guy that would have been keeping up and holding up the entire bus.
Would have lost my gi in Ottawa. It would have
been horrible. So we left at 4:30 that morning, and guys, we said it was like Trooperville. We drove straight to Denville. It was crazy. We stopped and trained at Real World Martial Arts Academy with Professor George Cernak. It was awesome. Once that was done, we made our way to the hotel. It was a long day. We crashed. Friday morning, we got to go see Silver Fox. Here. That was awesome. I mean, for people in Sudbury here, they've been lucky enough. A lot of us have been lucky enough to train with Silver Fox before. We did not cover the guillotine.
No.
While we were there, no. So that was cool. I didn't get guillotined, but I did get armbarred and omoplated, several times by Silver Fox. And, man, I felt like my shoulder was going to rip out at one point. So it was cool, guys. Definitely next level. And speaking about next level, for those of you who have never heard of this place, Pat took us to a 125-year-old steakhouse, Peter Luger's. Absolutely amazing. You should have seen the steaks, man. The steaks came out on this family-sized plate. I'm talking the size of my torso. Sitting in front of us.
That's pretty big.
Yeah. Hey, and it was just insane. I mean, this steakhouse.
Did you finish it? Did you get to finish it all or no?
Guys,
did you tap out?
There's no tapping.
No? I can know Pat.
There's no tapping.
Pat would have looked down on you.
No, and if we didn't do our best to finish it off,
you wouldn't be coming back next year.
There's a saying, strength and honor, and that's exactly what we're talking about. We finished it off. It was awesome, guys. It was really cool. It's this German-style beer pub setting, and this 125-year-old steakhouse. If you're ever in Brooklyn, New York, you gotta go. It is fantastic. Peter Luke, guys, check it out. So that brought us to Saturday, guys, and that's when we got to train at the main academy. You remember the first time you walked in there?
Going through those stairs to that basement, seeing how big that gym is.
Yeah, it is
4 different rooms, and then walk upstairs.
Guys, I mean, just being there, a lot of us are fans of jiu-jitsu or fans of MMA.
So much history, too.
Holy I mean, we see all the past, champions from Team Renzo Gracie Association that we know have been on those mats. You're looking across, you see John Danaher training, doing a private with some guys. Igor was there. Of course, Renzo was there. It was just fantastic. And I mean, we had the class with Igor. Fantastic instructor. Worked with the kids. Worked with us. It was a great time. And you want to know something that was even more crazy than that?
Yeah.
So Renzo was talking to Pat in the lobby, and he's like, "What are you guys doing later tonight?" I was like, "Oh, Pat's like, we'll probably watch the fights. It's UFC 193. It's gonna be crazy." And Renzo's like, "Okay, come to my house."
Just out of nowhere.
Just out of nowhere.
Just,
He's like, "Come to my house," and people are like, "What?" And Pat's like, "Bro, we got all of my students here. There's 26 people." And Renzo's like, "So what? Everybody come to my house." So, bro, I am not exaggerating. We watched the fights with Renzo Gracie that night.
That's insane. Literally, I'm pretty sure everyone's dreams here. That's what's honestly, like I think that's what makes our gym like top better than most gyms, because like, you know, you get to see all those guys, like put it in perspective, like that's like Michael Jordan. Okay, let's just say, you know, like he's that big of a legend
in the basketball world.
Yeah,
Michael Jordan is the man.
Exactly, and you don't go hang out with Michael Jordan.
You ever been to Jordan's house?
No, I've never been.
Like, you know, in our world, in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, it doesn't matter what affiliation you're with. Renzo Gracie is the man, and you know, like he's such a charismatic and kind and open leader. He like invites all of us from Canada,
even the kids, like open
all
arms,
the kids,
like,
like, and he was like, he's such an amazing man. It was, you know, it was really, really humbling. You know, like when people ask, like, you know, and first of all, the card was awesome, right?
Oh yeah, that was a wicked card. Like,
yeah, like, and there's no doubt the kick that was heard around the world. People were like, hey, where were you when, you know, you heard the kick that could be heard around the world? And you're like, hey, how's that? Renzo Gracie's house?
Yeah.
No big deal. That was awesome.
That was a.
What'd you think of that fight? What'd you think of the fight?
That was a tough fight for Ronda. I knew kind of going into that fight that if Ronda had a chance,
like, you are a big boxing fan too.
I've trained. I've studying Muay Thai for 7 years now, 6-7 years. Training jiu-jitsu, wrestling, all that stuff. And you know what? I knew that Holly Holmes would kind of pull it out if she grinded it out. Ronda is an exceptional fighter. She's really good. She just couldn't close the distance.
Guys, and he's not just saying that. This guy placed a bet on Holly Holmes. How much?
$200.
$200 bet. And you guys saw the odds, right? Let's just say Kyle was like the loudest guy in the bar when Holly Holmes landed that kick on Ronda Rousey.
Oh yeah, it's the happiest moment.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, this guy.
Backflip.
You know what? I think he did do a backflip.
I was yelling at people, and people were like, "What's wrong with you?"
This was the backflip heard around the world, guys. Kyle doing a backflip after.
Right on my back, just coughing.
Yeah, so I mean, you know what, guys? Saturday
I was actually asked to leave after I got kicked out. Yeah, I got kicked out.
Oh no!
Broke a couple things, but
whatever. Okay, well, let's just move on here, guys. Yeah. So I mean, like, Saturday night was fantastic. You know, got to watch. I mean, like, aside from, you know, the training at the main academy in New York, I had the opportunity to not only meet Renzo again and kind of talk to him and listen to all the stories and stuff. You know, got to watch the fights with him. It was fantastic. It was the experience of a lifetime for a lot of our members, guys. Again, not only are 5- and 6-year-old people, students training in Ottawa, like training at the New York Academy. These, you know,
the motherland.
Like, yeah, it's like fantastic. So I mean, you know,
to be exposed that young too, and like just to hang out with Renzo, right?
Like when you hear of like young children, you know, like, and everyone's like, oh, the Gracie family is so lucky. You know, they get to grow up rolling with the Gracies and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Guys,
what kind of blows my mind too is like, because they're kids, like kids are just happy to see everybody, and so like, you know, they may go to these gyms, and then, you know, these kids get to hang out with like Igor Gracie's kids.
I couldn't believe it.
Like, you know, some of the Gracie families, like little kids, and get to have relationships with these children.
Yeah, like for example at those Gracie camps. And
yeah, exactly, Gracie camps. Yeah.
At one point, I literally stood back and like I took it all in. Like, you know, that we had, you know, Igor was working with some of the kids. We had some of the parents rolling with their children. Like, guys, like, it just embodied everything that, you know, we believe jiu-jitsu to be. Like, it's not just a lifestyle. You know, it was, you know, the family atmosphere was absolutely evident that day. And then being invited back to Renzo's place, you know, by our head instructor, it was, you know, words can't explain. Truly grateful to Professor Pat Cooligan and everything that and all the doors that he's opened up for us here in Sudbury, guys. So thank you, Professor Pat, and thank you very much, Master Renzo Gracie, for you know, being the man that you are and leading our team. But guys, it wasn't over. So you know what, like, after, like, you know, as incredible as that day was, like, it didn't stop. Like, Sunday morning, okay, we got home at like 2 in the morning, Saturday night,
late night.
Well, one more thing, guys, I wanted to mention, because if you haven't checked it out, I want you to go check it out. I can't even remember what date it is because the whole weekend was a blur. But I got a chance to, you know, be one of the co-hosts on Professor Pat's podcast.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that was awesome.
How was that?
It was fantastic. You know what I mean? Like, if you haven't heard the podcast, please take the time to go and, you know, register and listen to the podcast, guys. You know, download the app. You know, it's Professor Pat, you know, is fantastic when it comes to public speaking, and you know, he has that gift of being able to convey, you know, information, and you know what, he can get quite candid at times, and on those podcasts is definitely one of those forums you want to listen to.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty cool. So anyway, we did that. Sunday morning we woke up, like, so we get home at like, you know, 2:30 in the morning or something like that. we're up again on the bus. And guys, I'm talking like all the kids were up on the bus, ready to go Sunday and train at the next session at Bruno Tostes in Albany.
Really?
Yeah, like I mean, like Bruno is a very charismatic guy, tons of energy, high energy, fast-paced class, put on, you know, like, you know, for being, I think he was a perfect stop at the end of the trip because like he had the energy to keep everybody excited.
Ended the tone. Ended it on the right foot.
It was fantastic. So, you know, I just wanted to, you know, say thank you to Bruno for having us there. It was fantastic, guys. Let's move it back to Sudbury, guys. So we're back in Sudbury. Obviously, you know, back in the mats, taught classes tonight after being in New York all weekend. Pushing the pace, guys. Today we had the PA day. The kids had a blast. They made all kinds of like ninja masks, had their ninja classes and whatnot. The next one, our next PA day is on February 5th. It's going to be superhero themed.
Oh, yeah?
So the kids are going to be like, we're going to get
dressing up like Clark Kent. I've been told I look like Clark Kent.
Well,
I may be Superman.
I'm not sure who's exactly telling you that, but you know,
my mom.
Yeah, well, you know, that's her job.
She's a good woman. Yeah. I love her to death.
So
love you, Mom.
You know, our next one's on February 5th, guys. There's still lots of space if you guys want to come and join us. The kids will have a blast with the superhero theme. We get the kids. It's almost Halloween all over for them again. They get to wear their superhero costumes. They always come in with their Superman costumes and whatnot. It's going to be a blast. Our next PA day, February 5th, guys. So come see us for details. We also have our weapons seminar, and you know what? You know who's a weapons expert? This guy. Our last one, guys. Woo! Our last one, guys, was the Nunchaku seminar. You know, those are wooden. Don't hit me with that. You know, our last weapons seminar was a big hit with the kids. They absolutely loved it. This time we're going to be working the bow. In North America, people will say the bow staff. It drives me crazy. It's just the bow. We'll be working that with the kids. It's going to be great. That's on this Saturday, 2 to 4. So for everyone who's registered for that, thank you very much. And I look forward to working with everybody there. So it is Monday. Looking forward to a great week back at the club. Get on the mats, guys. This is an exciting time. We have some big announcements coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Big announcements coming out in the next few weeks. So make sure to tune back in and check out our cast, guys. If anybody has any questions, don't be shy to let us know. If there's any topics you'd like us to talk about with respect to Sudbury MMA or anything else, hey, we'll do our best to answer. But, you know.
Yeah, that's about it. See you later, brother.
Take care,
also, guys, before we leave, Muay Thai. So, guys, if you ever thought about fighting, come on out. Try, especially for our Muay Thai students, if you want to try sparring, come on out. It's going to be an awesome stuff. We're going to try to really build the team to be something amazing.
Guys, we got some big news coming with the Muay Thai program as well. You know, we're going to be looking for some referees and some fighters. We're going to be getting a little bit more active in the Muay Thai scene. So, you know what? We'll save that for another day. But, yeah, make it out, guys. If you guys are interested in a sparring class, actually, it just ended now. We see the guys walking on, stuff like that. Make sure to talk to any of the instructors. You know, Chris in the South End, Kyle, myself, James, any of the instructors
also
here.
Yeah, Marcus, too. Talk to them.
For sure, guys. Let's get this party started, guys. All right. See you guys soon. Take care, guys.
See you later.